Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Delaney Angelique, and today I'm going to do my first ever Get Ready With Me video. So the topic today is going to be, for my tall sisters out there, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be about dating while tall. And by tall, I mean like 6 foot and over. As women tall, like, you know, not like 5'9" and I'm tall, like, not to discredit none of y'all that are out there like 5'9" and thinking y'all lengthy or whatever, but y'all, to me, being 6'1", 6'2"-ish, you're not that tall. I would consider that short. Like, if a man came up to me that tall, little, son, like, you small. If you are not tall, I do have a part where I'm just talking about love and relationships in general, like loving yourself, basically all trash things men do, and how to kind of push forward, because everybody has that period of time where I just know a lot of, maybe not everybody, but I just know I personally had the moment in time where I let guys and things kind of, you know, get me down, get my self-esteem kind of low for a second, but you know, you prevail, and it's just about like moving on and moving forward, keep pushing forward, that things do get better with time. So yeah, I don't want to like drag this on any longer. So you'll see me looking real crusty at the start of the video, so you know what I'm saying. Hope you like it, hope you get into it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to tell you now, disclaimer, at the end of the video, I say that I'm done with my makeup, and I realized after the fact, like, sis, you'd put no mascara on, you'd put lashes on, you'd put a mascara on. So I put like a little bit of mascara on now. This is just kind of my I would say every day. Like, I'm not trying to do too much. I have a gloss on, very little eyeshadows, just like brown eyeshadow. Nothing spectacular, super basic. I really just want to come on here, keep it a buck with you guys, and be very, very transparent, so you guys can see more of my personality and see where I'm coming from. Hopefully I help somebody that's feeling away, going through stuff. I just hope this is relatable. So I'm done babbling, whatever. So again, hope you like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So as you saw from the intro, I'm basically going to be doing a chit chat Get Ready With Me about dating and being tall. So I don't know if some of you know, I am about I'm gonna say 6'1". Some people might say, actually, let me not lie, I say 6'1", 6'2", because with shoes I'm definitely 6'2", but I'm like 6'1.5". But on it, look, so I'm pretty tall. Like, when people be talking about, not to hate on nobody, but when women be talking about like, I'm 5'10" and I'm tall, I'd be like, that's not, I ain't trying to burst nobody's bubble or nothing, but that's not tall. Like, y'all don't know tall. When you hit the 6 foot and up range, I will call you tall. But if you're not that, you low-key short to me. Like, my mom is, and I'm saying this because my mom's 5'10". Mom be like, she's like 5'9.5", but whatever. She'd be like, I'm tall, you know, being tall. Like, yeah, she's a taller woman, but it's like, nah, you kind of short, fam. Like, I don't know. There are men like that are your height. There's a lot of men that are around that height. Unlike me, I'm not gonna say there's not men that are like 6 foot and over, but those men do not like tall girls, from my understanding. I'm more concentrating around tall black men. Not saying I hate on other races, nationality, all that good stuff, because, you know, if you was watching Insecure, little Asian daddy that Molly was talking to, whole snack. Like, I don't discriminate, but my preference is black men. And black men in general, where I'm from Sacramento, and definitely I live in a predominantly white area, they don't like black girls. I don't care what nobody say. So being 6 foot has always been like, it's intimidating, you know, like you're towering over most people. And for a lot of, I guess, men in their 20s and even in high school, like, they're childish. Like, nobody, I'm not saying all are, but it's like they don't want to step out their comfort zone and talk to somebody or approach somebody my height. Maybe it's intimidating. I don't know. Maybe they think they're going to be rejected. I don't know what goes on in their little heads. Like, I don't know. So I'm basically going to start, like, what's my experience even in high school, because there's a couple people that I know that are in high school that watch my videos, and my experience with dating in high school or talking to guys was just trash. To keep it oh so honest. Like, I liked different guys, of course, but I always got friend zoned. Like, keep it a buck with you. Nobody was checking for me. Nobody was like, oh, like, Sticks, that's my nickname. My nickname was Sticks all through high school. Nobody really knew my name. Nobody was like, oh, Sticks, she a bad one. Like, I'm trying to holler at her. Like, nobody. I was like the homegirl, I played basketball. I was just known for playing basketball and being a guy's friend. Like, guys would, if a guy was to talk to me, when I say it would be in secret, like, don't tell nobody. Yeah, it's like they were just ashamed. It was weird. Like, it just seemed like they were ashamed to talk to somebody my height or whatever. Or the guys that did like me, there's one guy in particular. I went to a predominantly black high school. Again, I grew up in a very white neighborhood, white Asian neighborhood, and I went to go to a black high school that was kind of like, not the opposite part of town, but it was a mission. Anyway, this one guy who was actually in a relationship with one of my friends at the time, it was embarrassing, but it was just like, wow, like, really nobody's checking for me. This man felt bad that nobody was checking for me or nothing like that, and got me like a card and shit on Valentine's Day. Come to find out later on, he said that he liked me, but nobody really want to say nothing like that. But it was so funny. It was, I don't say it was pathetic, but it was just like a sympathy Valentine's Day kind of situation. So that's the type of stuff I got. Like, oh, you was cool in high school. And then now being girls, like, oh, you get well, you was cool in high school, whatever, but you like glowed up now, like, which is expected. I hope people don't peak in high school. I was in high school, like, most of the time. Now, let's move on to college, because high school, right? As a grown-up, 18-year-old, fresh out of high school, whatever, I went into college kind of not even with the expectation that I'm going to get in a relationship. At this point, it was kind of like, whatever. Like, clearly I ain't it, but I'm like, not that I ain't it, but it's like, I'm cool. Like, I always had like confidence issues, but at that point it's like, I'm cool with me, and if people are not cool with me, I don't know to tell you. Like, I was really feeling myself. By the time I was 18, I dressed better, didn't dress like a little kid. I looking a little grown, definitely being like straight into college. I have my little figure, it's cool. I went to I'll tell my college, I went to UC Merced, and predominant, again, not a black school, very small school. I definitely had no faith. Definitely, because I want to go to Howard. So I had no faith. I was like, it's not going to happen. But your girl was actually popping. Like, I had one dude that was interested. I'm not going to say no names. I know he liked me because bruh was in my dorm room all the time. Like, but we had a group of friends, but super fast. Like, the first week of school, bruh was like, we was kicking it all the time. Not that I liked him, but as friends, we was kicking it. And then one of the situations I regret, I think because maybe I hadn't had a relationship and this guy was tall that I came across. And I remember being class had me start. I think it was like freshman, like when freshmen get there, it's like the freshman week, whatever it's called, I don't remember. And we had like a block party or whatever. This guy was like tall, and I was like, okay, who go daddy over there? Like, look pretty tall and stuff. He was buff, and I was just like, who that be? Worst mistake. So he was a little thought pocket. Keep it short and sweet. He was trying to talk to everybody. He was 18, and he was trying to get his rocks off, to keep it just quite frank. Like, but he was acting so interested in me. Well, I really like you. We got in a relationship. Well, actually, it was very off and on. my friend's like, give him a chance, Elena. Because at first I was not messing with him because it's just multiple things. I'm not going to put that on the internet. But there was multiple things where I was just like, nah. Like his outer appearance, like he was cool, but then I thought he was like a little weird. And if my friends is watching the video, y'all don't know. He was really strange to me. But look, he was low-key strange, but it was like, okay, he's nice. Like, let me not be hecka picky, because I do have a tendency to be picky. Yeah, I should have been more picky. Like, I should have just kept it over there. But it was a learning experience. And just because you're tall or somebody's giving you some attention doesn't mean you have to eat that shit up. Like, you don't have to settle or feel obligated because I had this whole complex, like, I may not find nobody else. I still sometimes have to like talk myself out of that there's no other option thing, because I have that problem so bad. Like, I get in a situation, I get comfortable, there's no other option. So this thing about there isn't going to be nobody else. There's nobody else that's interested. Da 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 da. Comes to find out though, for all my tall people that you feel like, and I may have just been me, it may have just been me, because I trip like that. There's people that find you attractive, and it's about how you carry yourself and how you deal with the situation. Like, if you, I don't know, I think it's the thing about energy. Like, yes, people are intimidated by height. That's a given. Like, people are very self-conscious, and I don't know, it intimidates a lot of people. But people read energies. Like, if you give off the energy that you're not worthy or that you're not cute enough, like, I don't care what nobody say. Like, people feel that shit. Like, and I feel like I gave that off to a certain point after that relationship, that I was just sad and like, I just gave off the don't talk to me vibe. Basically, that's how I just look at it. The don't talk to me, I'm sad, I like this one person. Because comes to find out, after the fact, I heard that other people were interested in me after I had stopped messing with that person. And, but nobody wanted to talk to me because everybody knew I was so hung up on that one person. So it was kind of like, yeah, nah, I'm cool. Not to even say I want to date those people or mess with those people, because I didn't, the people that it was and all that. But, you know, there was the decent black guys on campus. It was just, comes to find out, nobody want to talk to me. Because, yeah, you're mopey. Then it reminds me of high school. So now I have this whole complex of, if something has to be a secret, or if you're embarrassed to talk to me, be with me, I can't mess with you. Like, I don't like that whole, if you a grown ass person talking about don't tell nobody, I can't participate. Like, there's no, oh, don't tell nobody, keep it on deal, da 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 da. You're grown. Like, we're grown. I don't have to do that. If I see you out in public, I don't want you to feel like embarrassed or ashamed or whatever. But it happens, and it's part of life. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's happened to, just because I'm tall, but it's just because I'm not ugly, but people, and like I said before, guys are just so intimidated with my height, and I don't fit the status quo of being short. And definitely where I'm from, I don't care if somebody watches this from home, they have a thing, black men out here have a thing about dating other races outside of their race. Black women in general aren't, you know, it's a colorism thing. I don't care what nobody say. There was a time that I didn't see black people being young, or even older generations, black men with black women. It was just like, where the black love at? Like, it would be very rare, to keep it real. So rare. I'm seeing it more. Like, I see more black love now, which is great. But there was a time where I saw none. And I think that also plays a part. So let me add that. That also plays a part, that I don't fit the status quo of being like short, light skin, or short, Mexican, white. All those things. Not to say those are, nothing's bad with interracial relationships, but it seems like, I know there was a time where black women weren't getting, definitely brown skinned women weren't getting love. But, so like I was saying, kind of got off on a tangent, but I don't know. I just feel like I didn't fit the standard of what's around here, standards of beauty. And I don't even know if it's really around here, because that's a later story of what I deal with. Even a later story. Anyway, So out of that situation where I was dealing with that one person, me and my housemates decided to try out like dating apps. That's when dating apps kind of became like, I don't want to say they became cool, but that's when I discovered them, like getting on Tinder and all that stuff. Like we did it as, I don't say we did it as a joke, but just to try. And I didn't find nobody in Merced at all. It was trash. But I went to LA to visit a friend and friends, and they were like, yeah, you know, Tinder's Tinder, but there's this app called, what was that shit called? Well, I want to say Black People Meet, but that's not it. What was that? Soul Swipe. Soul Swipe was the ish. So when I was in LA for like a week or whatever, and it was like the first day or two or whatever, they're like, get on Soul Swipe, like just try it out, Delana, blah blah. Me and my other friend who came down to visit, and we were like, I don't know about that. But we downloaded it. And fam, all the little daddies. It was amazing because just like I'm not used to black folks, and I said, oh, that sounds crazy, but it's just like black folks that's interested. Even if they was trying to hit, because I didn't even get that impression. Because most of them was like, of course there were some that were just trying to hit, but some were like really trying to holler. I actually went out. I went out on 2 dates when I was down there. 2, mind you. I ain't never been asked at that time. I had never in my life officially been asked out like to go do anything, like ever. And I don't even count that as even being on a date. I don't count that as being on a date either. But they wanted to link up, and I was just shook. I think that's when part of me fell in love with LA, because I was just like, I ain't popping in Northern California, but when I tell you Southern California showed me love, like I was ready to dip then. But while I was out there, I didn't meet up with him. We were just talking. Ended up meeting on Soul Swipe. I'm going to keep it a buck with you because not everybody knows this story. Ended up meeting a guy that ends up being my boyfriend. Now, if y'all want a whole story time on dating apps and my experience, whole separate video, because, honey, there's been stories, there's been things I have learned. People are trash. Things are outdated, canceled, all that good stuff. But that was a good, like, that relationship taught me a lot. It was a year. It showed me how I love, like, it showed me somebody that actually doesn't mind my height, that liked me for me at the time, you know? Like, I'm not gonna say I just say for the time because things change and that's clearly why we're not together. But it was just nice to, I don't know. He was taller than me, but he was like he's only 6'4". So, and he was like a year or two, I think 2 years older than me. I don't remember right now. But yeah, it was a learning experience. And I think it did something for my self-esteem to know, like, you know, I'm okay. Like, the fuck, like, you cool, sis. Like, and I don't mean to cuss so much, but it was just like, I'm really being so honest and so transparent. It did something for my self-esteem. He taught me how I need to be loved and what I'm not going to do in the future. Like, I know that I'm willing to go to the moon and back for somebody. And if they can't reciprocate that for me, it's out. And a lot of people that I dealt with in the past, and I just knew going forward in the future, you know, people aren't on the same level as me, period. Like, people want different things, and I'm not coming across the right people in my life. Like, that person, I think, got in a relationship with me way too premature. Like, he wasn't ready for a relationship. Nothing's wrong with me, like, and it's not my height because he's tall, you know what I mean? So it taught me that it's not always you, it's somebody else is not being ready. And this is coming from like a year, it's been like 2 years since, so I can definitely talk about it without being sad and like really having clarity of what the situation was and wasn't, and blah blah blah. I didn't deal with nobody for like the whole year and some change. I'm even thinking like after I graduated, it was just like I didn't know where, like, I don't meet people. And I'm gonna say, like, I go out, and by I don't meet people is, I mean, like, I go out, and I don't go out all the time, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not a party clubby person. I do like to have a good time, but I don't go out like every weekend. But when I would go out, definitely back home, I don't know about y'all, but it's like when girls tell stories about, you know, this man trying to holler at me, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. No, it don't. Like, most of the time, and I get this is where I think it's just an intimidating thing. I'm taller than the whole crowd at the club. There's been times where I remember being a couple times. I'm out and I can look over everybody's head. Like, I can see everybody. Like, I can see over everybody. And that's so funny to me, but it's like, I'm really taller than everybody up in this piece. Like, I stand out, which is it could be a good thing or a bad thing to some people. Like, I like sometimes that I stand out, but I hate the fact that I don't know, I won't say it's intimidating for people, but it's just like, dang, like, and definitely for tall guys, you know, it kills me when it's intimidating. For when there's a tall guy out, it's intimidating. Let me tell you something about a story real quick. For example, I went out last weekend trying to relive, I won't say I'm reliving my college days, but I have friends that are in a sorority, blah, blah, blah. So they, you know, they go to these Greek parties. And I want to say it was a Sigma party, whatever, in Davis. And there was a big dude, like there's some tall, I'm going to say big. They were tall, taller than me. There was a dude in particular who's hecka tall. Like, I'm looking up at you like this, dang there. And all I hear is a group of tall men, black men, talking about, damn bro, she big. She big as hell. You say this like you not bigger. I hate the term big, so I'm not big, I'm tall. You saying this like you not bigger than me. Like, you grow, I don't get it. I don't, like, stuff like that, I will never understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, oh, she a giant. That's all I get when I go out. No, she a giant. She this and she that. Like, they be saying stuff, but like nobody. It's like, I feel like I'm an exhibit, low key. Don't stop me from. Don't get this twisted. It don't stop me from wearing heels. It's never gonna stop me from wearing heels because my outfit is way more important. Sounds stupid. To some, it sounds stupid, but my outfit is more important than me getting a phone number. I ain't gonna be out here looking stupid or dimming my shine by my outfit just so I can fit in and make other people more comfortable. Because that's the biggest, like, that's, I used to think like that being younger, but being older, I was like, I'm never gonna wear heels ever because I don't like to stand out. I don't want to be the center of attention. Bump that. Like, there's nothing wrong with stun. Like, there's not, like, I'm tall. Just how short girls can wear heels with this outfit and it look cute, I should be able to do the same thing when I can find a shoe in my size. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to dim my shine to make other people feel comfortable or to make myself fit in. It's just not that deep. It's really not. I've learned that, and I try to tell other tall girls, and I've met other tall girls that tell me like, oh, how do you wear heels? Like, how are you so bold to do that? And I'll be like, it's not bold, it goes with my outfit. Like, I'm that kind of girl. It goes with my outfit, so it's gonna get worn. It straight like that. But meeting like people, I don't know. Dating is hard. It's like I just came to the conclusion I have to go about my life and just do me, and some things somebody will come in. I really believe in speaking now that I've got my headspace together. I'm very positive. I'm happy. You speak positivity out there and speak what you want. You pray over it. And I believe in praying over something. My mom taught me this. You pray about it and you give it to God. Like, I'm not saying you don't harp on this every morning that you wake up and you wallow in it and be like, I just need a man. No, you pray about it, you give it to God. And you speak it into existence. If that does make you feel better, you wake up in the morning, instead of being sad and pity party, you wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to find me a man that loves me. And I'm very big on being specific. So don't just ask for a man and you can get a man, but is that man going to love you back? Is that man going to be faithful to you? Is that man going to be loyal to you? Is he going to be able to pay your bills? Does he have good hygiene? I'm very specific with my requests. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, be specific. You know what I'm saying? With how you're feeling or whatever the case may be. But wallowing in it, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. How am I saying this? Being sad about your situation is not gonna happen. And it's hard to meet people. I hear people like, oh, it's easy to meet people. It's not. It's not. And tall women or you find yourself, you are in a different, and people like, it's the same for everybody. No, it's not. It is a little different. Because I acknowledge that it is different for us, but don't let that change you and don't make that be like your circumstance and make you feel like it's inevitable, like you're gonna be alone forever. That's not true. I got play. I still deal with trash guys. I don't know if that's anyway. I still deal with trash guys, but it's not like I think I'm doomed forever. It's just I'm gonna have to meet that special, confident man that's ready to deal with all of this. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing I really want to touch on is, like, again, I know it's kind of all over the place, but in general, if somebody wants to be with you, they're going to be with you. You understand? Like, I know people say it all the time, like, nah, for real. If somebody really wants you, it's not going to be no, oh, I got to wait for, you know, the man voice. You know, I got to wait for, I got things to do. I'm trying to grow as a person, and I'm trying to do da-da-da-da-da-da. And no, because when I tell you guys, and I'm saying this at 23 years old, not saying I got the most life experience, but I've seen a little something, and I know what it's like to always, like, for me, it was getting past college. Then it was hustling to make some money because I didn't have a job. I struggled out of college. I just got a good job to support myself. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. It's always going to be something. There's always room for growth. There's always, if you're dealing with the right person, a regular individual, there's always something that somebody's striving towards. Period. I don't care if you already rich and famous. You trying to keep that money, right? If you dating a musician, they trying to make the next album. There's always going to be something that somebody's trying to get and grow towards and whatever. So if you're letting somebody say, I got something coming up. I gotta wait. I gotta da-da-da-da. I gotta da-da-da because of whatever situation. No. Do not put your life on hold. Do not bank on that person getting their life. Listen to Jasmine Sullivan's Brand New. You will hold a whole man down. Support him through everything. They will leave you. Like, it's happened. Like, there's plenty of stories. I think women's probably done that to men. It's a thing. If somebody wants to be with you, they will be with you. I'm not even saying that guarantees that the relationship will last, but I'm just saying be with someone that wants you. Don't be with somebody that half-asses it. Like, that gasses you up, that says enough things to keep you around. Because I firmly believe this, because I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I have to remind myself of this all the time. Like, you know when somebody really likes you. You know it. You have the feeling, you see the signs, you know. And you know for a fact when somebody ain't really feeling you like that. Period. Like, the situations that ain't been so great, there were signs that I definitely ignored. I can honestly, truthfully say there were signs that I ignored that basically said this ain't totally where you need to be. This ain't really gonna last, or it's just not the best situation. You know what I'm saying? And we make a choice. And I'm a firm believer in choices sometimes. Not everything is circumstance that just happen. Some things are, but a lot of things we make a choice to participate and not participate in. And as sometimes women, I'm speaking to ladies, even if you're not a lady, whatever, you overcompensate, you make excuses for that person. You feed into well, he just gotta do da-da-da-da-da, and after da-da-da-da-da, we gonna be together. No, sis. No. There's no guarantee. They're keeping you along just in case. And you don't want to be nobody's just in case. I know for certain, I've always said, there's been quotes on Tumblr back in the day, on Twitter. You do not want to be somebody's backup plan. I want to be somebody's first choice. And you got to tell yourself that. Because that's the thing. Dating tall, being tall, short, whatever. That's going to happen in life. I don't care what nobody say. That's going to happen in life. And tall women, if you saw in this video, it happens. You're going to get the same experience that probably every other woman in the world gets. It's the same thing. There's going to be that man that's going to just drag you along. Play the game. That's just part of life. There's men out there like that. It happens. And they have no real intention of really being with you. And it's just, you learn a lesson. It happens probably once in everybody's life. And then when you really learn a lesson, you got to learn a lesson. People that keep repeating the same mistake is because God put you in a situation you ain't learned your lesson yet. And it's going to keep happening until you learn from it. Because it happens. And I can say this because I can honestly recognize the choices that I've made multiple times to deal and stay in something that had no longevity at all. Like, it just didn't. And you can have signs. And I'm not saying you stop talking. The T is, I'm not even telling you to stop talking to that person. I'm just saying recognize for what it is and take it for what it is. If you sleeping with him and it's just, keep it at that. Don't give a man all your power, period, and let him control your relationship. My mama tells me that all the time. Do not let no man have the power over you and over the relationship, because it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Have somebody like you more than you like them. Rule of thumb. That's a player rule. Have somebody like you more than you like them. And I'm still waiting for that. And that's something that just doesn't come every day, That can take time to really find somebody that likes you that much. That turns into loves you that much. So this kind of concludes my makeup. This is super basic, super simple. I think this is even work appropriate. I like gloss a lot. Let me add a little bit more liner or whatever. But yeah, I just want to come on here and chat. Coming straight from the heart of, how I feel. Hopefully this allowed some of you guys to get to know me a little better, see more of my personality, and yeah, I was just coming to you real, just how we'll be talking to one of my friends. That's how I want to come at you guys for this video, keeping it real honest. These men is for everybody, but there's a good man out there. There's the man. It's gonna change your life, girl. Let me just spray my face. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Get ready with me, my first one ever. And yeah, talking about relationships and all that good stuff. I hope somebody took away something from this video, whether it be tall girls. I hope you're not out here feeling awkward, that things do get better. I do want to tell somebody that if I'm talking to my younger self, things do get better. Whether it doesn't feel like it right now, it will improve. Life improves. You just got to keep growing, keep growing, keep going. Because where you're at now is not the peak of life. It can't be. It's not. And not to say there's not, valleys and mountaintops, peaks, valleys and peaks of life. That happens. Bad things happen, good things happen. But you got to keep going. And things really do get better. I don't know what else to say like that for other women watching this video that took something away from talking about guys and basically loving yourself. And that's the message, I think, in general for all women. Love you. And this is me reassuring this to myself. You love you. You be confident and okay with you. Do not settle. Do you take control of your life, your body, your relationships. It's yours. Do not let anybody dictate your circumstances, put you in a situation that you're not comfortable with being in general. Don't feel like things, like I said, that things aren't going to get better. There's going to be somebody else that comes in your life. I had to remind myself, just how that person came to my life, there's going to be somebody else. But if that person becomes the man in my life to stick around, who knows? But there's going to be, as long as God wakes me up every morning, I'm going to meet somebody. I'm going to meet new people. Somebody else is going to come in my life. But yeah, I don't want to drag this anymore. But if you guys would like to see more videos talking about relationships, like the next video I'm thinking about is sharing my online dating app experiences, because it's interesting. It's been a couple years in the game and it's interesting, so thinking about doing a video on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.